I am here in Eindhoven with Bradley, who just won the Dutch National Championship on Boltyn. Congratulations.
Thank you, Alex. Yes, it was a good feeling to understate it. Yeah.
So we are here at Gameforce at the shop, and how did you like the tournament?
It's one of the first bigger tournaments I've been to. I have like a 4 or 5 man, 6 man if I'm lucky armory I set up every Tuesday. That's I'm used to things, and then you have your little 32 man or not so little medium-sized 32 man events. So this one was big. This was massive in 12 rounds in sweltering heat, and just quite stuffy. And it was an experience. And had I not won, I might have been a bit more uncomfortable. Now that I've won, it's all forgotten. All the heat and stuff.
So, day one, how did the tournament start for you going on with Boltyn?
So day one, we started with 3 rounds of CC. Before that, I was thinking, what the hell do I play? Because there's Lexis everywhere, there's Dromais everywhere, but my hero that I'm most comfortable with is Boltyn. I played a little bit of Rhino, I played a little bit of other heroes and stuff, but the hero I'm most comfortable with is Boltyn. And I thought, I'm traveling down here to play in this tournament. Do I want to win or do I want to have fun? And part of me is like, fun equals winning, or winning equals fun. So but I ended up choosing Boltyn, and the first game I played against was Bravo, and that for me is a very good matchup. So immediately happy. I was praying for Bravos, and I was actually praying for Dromais, and I'll explain a little why I shouldn't have, but I was praying for Bravos and Dromais. I know the whole meta is Bravo and Dromais heavy. So 3 games of CC, beat the Bravo, played a Rhino on stream, won that one as well, and then I played a Dromais, thinking yes, Dromais, and I managed to scrape that win, and that was nice. So going 3-0 in CC with Boltyn was already something I'm thinking, this is pretty good, this is a good start, After that I went to 6 rounds of draft, and I drafted Leviah twice, one after the other. First deck was horrible, horrendous, and you could ask my opponent, and they'll tell you the same thing. And it was just a bit of luck, I think, hitting the 6s, getting the convulsion dominate plus something else to go for like 13 dominate when he was in the driver's seat to win the game, things like that. So a lot of luck did factor into my results. I went 2-1 and 2-1. So at the end of the first 9 rounds on day 1, I was at 7-2. So already somewhat of a good position for the top 8. And yeah, I mean, not much else to note that I can really say there. Draft is. I can't give you guys tips on drafts, and if I do, don't listen to me. Listen to someone, the better players to listen to. And yeah, the pairings were just in favour for me for the first 3 CC games.
So then going into day 2.
Yeah, day 2 was way more stressful for me, because once you're 7-2, and maybe people feel like this, maybe they don't, is then you start to believe you have a chance. You believe you have a chance to make it in the top 8, and then that means worlds, and that means just the whole waterfall of good things. And so I was a little bit stressed, and I paired up my first game against a player called Manheim, a very good Dromais player. I think it was Manheim. Apologise if I mispronounced his name. Very good Dromais player, and he absolutely destroyed me. He told me that I don't want Dromais. I don't want to play Dromais because especially his deck was a control deck, and a lot of my testing in my group of 4 or 6 players is Bravos, Icelander, Dash. I even took out my sideboard to be more Lexi favoured, and I'll explain that in a bit. So the Dromais matchup, I took out the cards for Dromais. So I think, I've got a good percentage here. I got a good win percentage. So I took out the cards there, and those cards were. I'll explain again, I think, once we get to that stage. So I lost to him, and it wasn't just like a close loss. He destroyed me. And then I thought, okay, now it's a win. If I don't win, I'm out tournament. So I need to win. Fingers crossed. I get paired up with the Bravo, and then we're like secretly dancing under the table. So that was good. I won that game. and then I played another Dromais, Stefan, and that was, I think, a similar deck to the previous one. And then I was starting to think, am I really favoring the Dromais? I've heard other Boltyn players say we're not favoring the Dromais, and my experience tells me that I am. And it got down to 3 life each. I think I got like a beacon of victory to win, to try and win the game. He de-reacted or whatever. I just couldn't finish the game. I had 3 cards left in my library, and he took the win. So I was at this point 8-4, thinking I'm out. There's no top 8. There's nothing. I can get some lunch, go see my wife and kids, and just like get out of this heat. But for one reason or another, Gem, I don't know the workings of Gem and how it pairs and rates people. I got into the top 8 as number 8, the 8th seed. So the highest ranking X4. I think because I got my first 4 games I won, and then my 5th and 8th I think I lost. So I had quite a good lead up of wins. And yeah, that's how I got in the top 8.
Alright, so the top 8 was quite stacked because we had 5 Dromais in it.
Yeah.
How the top 8
I wasn't counting them. Well, of all the decks there, so there's 5 Dromais, 1 Briar who I don't want to see, and 1 Dash, who's a good friend of mine, Sander. I think you spoke to him already.
Yeah.
Sander, he's a very good player, but I wouldn't mind playing Dash because of the matchup for me. I think is okay. He's got a lot of attack action cards which help Boltyn out. If he doesn't block, he's got to race me, and he can do that. So that's who I was hoping to see at some point. But because I was 8th, and all the Dromais players were like the top 5 or whatever it was, I was playing against the number 1 seed, who was a Dromais player. Malik, I think his name is. And like I said, I wanted to meet Dromais, but then I didn't want to meet Dromais after playing those other 2 games where I just got taught that I shouldn't be meeting Dromais. I don't remember the specifics of the game, so I can't tell you that the plays that worked and didn't work. That game's on stream, so if people want to watch it, I think they can watch it. I tell people this, and I honestly think it's true. I was lucky. Like it was just I got the hands when I needed them. He didn't get the dragons he needed. I got my good. I think. No, I don't even remember. Like it's a blank now. All I know is that I was surprised to win, because he's a very good player. I've seen him around in other events, and he's always doing well. So it was a bit. I mean, a lot of the guys. I mean, all the top 8 players were very good players. So being there was just quite intimidating. To be able to rub shoulders with these guys, sit opposite them, and try and beat them. Yeah, I wish I could tell you more about that, but I just don't remember the specifics of that game. Apart from when I needed my Valiant and what's it called, V Vanguard turns to work, they worked. When I needed my Illumina turns to work, they worked. I think I might have even revealed an Illumina from top of my deck. So I think I even lost Illumina, and I still managed to squeak it out. So I finished that game. That was for the top 4. The top quarterfinals. I went to the top 4. Surprise, surprise, another Dromais. And this is against Ian, who runs Ian TCG. And I mean, I know him a little bit. I don't know him that well, but apparently he's very good. And I'm glad no one told me that before the game, because I would have been pooping my pants. Already, I just knew he was good because I've seen him around and I've seen him do well. And I know him because when I first started playing, I used to buy a few things from the store. A very nice guy. This game, where I thought I got lucky the previous game, it like doubled the luck in this game. So I got my Spirit of Renia out early, which allowed me to then, I think within a couple turns, V the Vanguard into Lumina. And that was a double charge, Bolt of Courage into the dragon, draw a card, Engulfing Light into another dragon, get soul, and then go off with Lumina. So I think I did kill 2 dragons, and then I dealt 17 to the face with an arsenal. So that was, when I talk about luck, I think that doesn't happen often, and those are the turns I needed to win that game. Yeah, again, it was a tough match because he plays a lot of D-Reacts, sigils, very control-y style Dromais, which I'm not used to playing. I talk about like I'm used to playing Dromais, but I actually don't feel like I am now after today. I feel like I've been playing different Dromais online, Tally Show. So yeah, I got that win. I think that was tough for him because it was very high rolly for me. I high rolled that game. I don't think I can deny that. So it was quite a difference in life total there. And then I played in the finals against Kevin, who I lost in draft, so I got my revenge. I had to get there. And he played different Dromais. He plays the red line of Dromais, very aggressive. And that's who I'm more, I think, comfortable playing, because his blocks are very bad. He has so many attack actions that use Boltyn's ability to make them bigger. So then he made his blocks awkward, leaked damage through, or he didn't block and he has to attack with the cards. But because again, I got an early Spirit of Arena, again I'm saying luck, and luck does play a part in these wins. Spirit of Arena came in, I think, turn 1. My turn 1 into Lumina, and he just didn't like, he obviously not. I don't think you're expecting that. I pitched 1 Lumina, play another Lumina. I drew up my hand, like, okay, 2 Luminas, Spirit of Arena is out. If only this was a free cost charge, 0 cost charge, like a double Lumina turn 1. That sort of set the tone for me. So it was down, I think it was like 33 to 42 at that point, and that was just turn 1. And so I felt, okay, he did fight back, and it got really close towards the end. And at last turn, if he had a D-React, he would have gone down to 1 life. Oh no, he would have blocked that completely. If he had a sigil, he would have gone down to 1 life, and then I think he would have won that game. Was I paying attention to how many D-Reacts he had in his graveyard? No, I wasn't. I was just hoping. I was just doing this. Yeah, I think it's okay. It's time to do it. No, there are lots of things I could have done better, but I won. So I'll just take it.
Alright, you already mentioned a few key cards from your deck.
Yeah.
Let's actually show the viewers which cards you choose and why Boltyn is so powerful.
Sure, starting with the equipment. We got my main card, my main weapon, which is Raiden. This, I think is important to say, is the reason why you have your card disadvantage. So when you charge a card and you lose a card, this has to work, otherwise you're losing the card. The charge still helps in some regard for something else, but the card charge should represent 3 damage out of Raiden. I think people know this card well enough. Snapdragon Scalers. Yeah, sometimes Boltyn bricks with his hand, and sometimes you really need that go again when they don't block, or when you don't have the buff to make the attack higher power. And this comes in handy in those times. Iron Song versus new from DTD, Dust Till Dawn. I didn't use that much, but it does represent on hit. It has temper 2. I think when I did use it, it either forced the block or gave me an extra point of damage. Nothing else I don't think I would change it to. Courage, what's the other one called? Whatever, Courage, Braces of Courage, I don't know what they're called. The other one that people used to use, I think this is better. And this helps turn 0, helps sift your cards out. Yeah. Crown of Provi, solid. It's just so good when you have awkward hand. I think in the last game, I had a very bad, I had a 7 popper in my arsenal. And I thought, I don't want this here. And then so I had to get it out. It wasn't the best block in terms of what I'm blocking and the value I'm getting out of it, but the card in my arsenal was never going to be used. I didn't want to hold it into my hand because it came off a Bolt of Courage. If I held it in my hand, then they would know, or Kevin would know that I had a popper, I think. So very good, very versatile. I think everyone knows the value of this card. This comes in for Icelander.
Okay.
It comes in for Kano. And potentially it comes in for, depending on how I feel, Briar or Katsu, who are just really aggressive, and who I can't beat aggressively. And I still don't know how to play those games, so it's always a toss-up between Soulbound Resolve or Faendal Spring Tunic. I still haven't worked it out. I still struggle, and that's why I'm saying lucky again, because I dodged all those matchups. Also a good card. I wasn't so high on it, but now I quite like it. Yeah, what can I say about this card? We all know what it does. It helps with take flight, which is not really what you use it for. You want to use it for a View the Vanguard turn. You use a 5-card turn, one from Arsenal, resource token from here, and just go off big. That really helps. Really helps. Halo of Illumination comes in for Icelander and Kano. I'd much rather not pay for resources for Arcane Barrier than get a free 2 Spell Void. Because we're so taxed with our resources in our deck that I don't think it's worth it. Null Rune again for the 2 Wizards. I'm considering whether it's worth putting in for Viscerai, maybe. Probably is a little, but again, I'm pitching a yellow, which blocks 3 or does 3 damage to prevent 2 damage, so it's generally not worth it. And now this is where it gets a little bit spicy. Courage of Bladehold. This was when I was talking about when I removed my sideboard for Dromais to help me win the Lexi matchup, which I thought was unwinnable. Katsu as well, unwinnable. And I thought, okay, what if I get rid of those 3 cards? So I'm beating Dromais. I'm feeling good about it. Let's get rid of Beckoning Light. What Beckoning Light does is it hits a dragon after you charge a yellow, and it returns your popper to the top of your deck. So you sort of recycle your poppers with the Beckoning Light. Although I don't need it because my percentage is pretty good. So I put this in, thinking, and I've never played combo in my life, thinking, what if I just do this and I go combo, and I have a Halo in there anyways, so maybe I'd get lucky. Because I know if I don't play it, I'm going to lose. So at least here I have a chance. And that's why what comes in next is the Centauri Sabers. Just off the combo, basically. Main deck?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so we'll start off with the spicy, the key cards, spicy stuff. Beacon of Vic. This card is fantastic. It searches for your Lumina 90% of the time. Sometimes it'll search for a Valiant Thrust. Sometimes it'll search for a Via the Vanguard if you know you're going to set up the next turn your Tunics on 3. You don't have much soul and you're worried about defense reactions. I think I searched once for something else, or twice. I remember against Rhino on stream I searched for Illuminate to get to fill up my soul, and I ran out of Ascensions, Luminate Ascensions. So very good card, must have. And also if you play it very well, and you build up your soul and you're playing a long game, 5 soul, pitch stack this, use it to win for that final kill. Then we go into Super Saiyan mode here, Lumina Ascension. This is it's just so good. Without this card, Boltyn wouldn't be playable. Without a few cards, I mean Beacon of Victory, Lumina Ascension, Via the Vanguard, those 3 are the must-haves for Boltyn. I'm talking about my build Boltyn and Decimator X and other stuff, I don't know. Yeah, hitting this like we saw earlier with Spirit of Arena out after, I don't know if it was on stream, if it did at that time, Via the Vanguard, Spirit of Arena out, Lumina Ascension is just the nuts. And that's sort of what I get out of bed for. No, not really, but that's yeah, so good card. And then bringing on to my favorite card actually is Via the Vanguard, because it just leads to the most absurd turns. 3 of 3 of 3 of. Like I said, Tunic, have this in Arsenal, charge generally 2 other light cards and have 2 0 costing other cards in your hand. So then you go 5 of Sword, 5 of the next card, 5 of the next card. So you're doing 20 damage, generally on hits, Bolt of Courage, Engulfing Light. And if you're really lucky, you have a Bolting Blade, which again is for free. which I think is underrated by other Boltyn players, I believe, but I really like to set it up. Then we'll go into my charge cards. 3 Light the Ways. It's just an improvement from what we used to have. I think, what was it, Express Lightning or something like that. Against Dromais, because I played so many today, it's so good because you kill a dragon, you get the free go again, and you sword. And that's what I mean again by you really want your charges, each charge to be worth 3 points of damage or something else. Otherwise you just at card disadvantage with Boltyn. And against decks with a lot of attack actions, it's sort of, do I block this and buff it up anyways, or do I just let it hit? So against dragons that just block out a hand, it's crap. Anyways, you win some, you lose some. Engulfing Lights. Yeah, 3 reds. Mainly for the 0 cost. Allows you to charge, and I'm always going back to dragons. Hits a dragon, goes into soul. The on hit I think is relevant and makes people think, do I want him to build a soul? Because once I have my soul, I got my Celestial Cataclysms online. I don't need to worry about go agains. So perhaps it's good. I don't know. Now we're looking at Take Flight, which I think is actually a bad card. Even though it actually did very well for me. My initial thought is that I'm paying 1, losing 1, so it's a 3-card 7 because I go 4 plus Raiden. But if it's 4 plus Lumina plus Raiden, then it does a bit more. If it's 4 plus Raiden plus something else, or because you pitch a yellow, you can Take Flight, Raiden, Valiant Thrust, which I think I did a couple times. Is it so then? Yeah. So instead of being bad, I think it's average to good. But I just don't know what else to put in. I do like to go again, and that's why when I play against aggressive decks, they do way more for less. When I play against controlling decks or Bravos, this is okay because they might block it, and I might get the bonus power out of it. Ball of Courage. This is I think an MVP. Maybe not an MVP. It's good though. Like if you can get a Quicken token before or a Courage token before, and just attack with it, it's a must block. If you end the chain with it, hit a dragon, you draw a card. I just keep doing. How many Dromais did I play today? 1, 2, 3. I played 6 Dromais, so I'm talking dragons a lot here. End the chain, kill a dragon, draw a card. Arsenal. So very good. This is my favorite card. This next one. When I say favorite, I mean of the commons or the rares, the low level cards. Beaming Bravado, 3 of. The +1 is just amazing. It's basically go again, coming for 4. So this is a real 2 for 7. And if you're really lucky, it's a 2 for 9 because they block. So that's Boltyn value for you right there. That's insane. That's good. It's good. And then yellow, Ball of Courage, because we need yellows for the other cards. We need charge cards. Same thing. It comes for 1 less, but it's still good. It's 2 for 6. Take Flights, yellow. Again, same thing stands with the red one, except this is yellow, so you get the yellow bonus from if you charge a yellow card. Sometimes you attack with it, and you get the 3 for 6, maybe more. Yeah, average. So those are my charge cards. I don't think I play enough, but I just don't know what else I would play because the other cards are just pretty good. I'll move on to some of the enabling cards that help with the charge game. So the Bannerets, 3-0, Banner of Courage. It sets up your next turn with a Courage token, so you can Engulfing Light, you can Bolt of Courage, and not worry about missing, not buffing it up, because the Courage token does that. Very, very good. Same thing here, the Quicken token. It depends which one is better. It depends on your soul count. If you're low in soul, Quicken is better, because then you don't have to use soul. If you're high in soul, then you want the Courage. Very, very good card. And then this card is the 3rd Banneret I play, and basically just adds a point of value to whatever you're doing. Makes them think about blocking. Life gain is important if you're trying to race someone. And especially into like Icelander and maybe decks where you can't block so well, Kodachis or Rune Chants. This sort of helps you negate that a little bit. I like it a lot. Celestial characters of 2 of. Again, I reduced 1 because I thought my matchup with Dromais was good, and there you play 6 Dromais. Yeah, it's good. It pops dragons. It's a light card. It blocks 3, and if you like play well, like maybe not like me, I'm quite greedy with my soul. If you're more a bit conservative with your soul, this comes very good late game and gets to do some damage. 3 Boltyn blades, popper, and if you can set it up for a View the Vanguard turn, it is incredible. I think I won a game on stream with this, ending with this. So the choice I had was, this was against Malik for the first 8. The choice I had was to Lumina for 4 and 4, or shoot with my sword for 3 and then Boltyn blade for 7, which is 10. And he was at like 2 life, so I thought, okay, I need to go for damage. So I pitched my Lumina and I play this. So it's still, that's not the best use case of it, but with View the Vanguard, if you can set it up, and again, aggro decks don't give you time to set up. I'm glad I didn't play aggro decks. Illuminate, this card's cool. 0 for 4, blocks 3, goes into soul. Fan-bloody-tastic. Maybe Illuminate, I don't know, I cut this out for a while because of my lack of charge cards. So maybe I was thinking to get rid of Illuminate, but it's just too good. It's too good. Valiant Thrust, I don't think many Boltyn players play Red Valiant Thrust. This also could be a charge card, but it helped me win 2 or 3 games today off the back of a take flight into sword into Valiant Thrust. You're looking at 14 points of damage for 4 cards. Okay, still is under par, but if they block, maybe you get another couple points of damage in there. I think it's 1 for 7 with go again ability. I think is good. Could it be replaced? I think this might be one of the cards I've considered replacing, but I don't know. It did win me the finals. Spirit of Runia. Yeah, it makes your Lumina turns way better. It makes your View the Vanguard plus Lumina turns incredible. Drawing it late in the game sucks because even when you charge it, it doesn't go into your soul. But it does stop Kyloria from drawing a card. So Kyloria will steal this instead of drawing a card. Which in the last turn in the finals just now, my hand was pretty good. I had View the Vanguard, Lumen Ascension, and 2 other cards with this out. So I thought, okay, I'll take whatever damage he has. Hopefully he doesn't do more than whatever it was, 12 life I had. Then I attack with my View the Vanguard, charge once, 4, Lumina, and whatever. But then he stole this, so still turned out pretty well. Got there. Again, another card I don't know. I really like it, but a lot of people that I've spoken to say maybe it's not that good. But 0 for 3 gives you go again, gets the on hits working. A little trick in your toolbox, in your arsenal. Almost won me the game, but he had a sigil, and then I played the next one. So pretty good. I think I would keep it. The other option is Lumina Lance. I want to play around a Lumina Lance.
Okay. Yeah.
But I don't. I think it's too soul hungry for my deck. So that's the main board. 57 cards, and then most matchups I just put in 3 cards. That's it. Except for Bravo. So 3 sinks for Bravo. I did put it in the last game because it's very aggressive. I regret doing it because it meant I lost 3 points of damage in my View the Vanguard turn. 2 or 3 points, I don't remember. But maybe it's still good because there's so many 0-4s, and this is such an efficient block. Comes into Bravo, comes into all the aggressive decks, which I didn't play, thankfully. Yeah, just an efficient, very good efficient card. Banneret of Protection. I love these bannerets. These two will go into Rune Blades. They'll go into Wizards. Soul Shields. Azalea. Bravo. I mean, the Sinks should go into Azalea as well. So this is when I go into Bravo, I got 63 cards. Probably a bad decision. I probably should just stick to 60 and just have the optimal deck. But I'm just always worried about the game going long and if they want to fatigue me. Maybe 3 cards is not going to make a difference. I don't know. I won my Bravo matchups today. I win quite a few of my Bravo matchups, so I'm going to stick with what results have given me. He's going for that, and like I said, I've never really played a Sabres build, but this will go into Sabres build to help build up Soul, as well as the Sink Below. So you play defensive, build up your Soul. 3 CNCs. These such a good card. But against Dromais, 6 Dromais, the only thing they did was pop stuff. Day 1 against Rhinar, I managed to charge, get a courage token. Next turn CNC. Charge, get a token. So it comes in for 7 at breakpoint, where they have to use armor or they use 3 cards. That was effective. That was good. But other than that, it was used as a very expensive popper. And then there's this guy. No, you don't need this guy. That's Nick.
Alright, to all the viewers, if you have any questions left, drop them down in the comments. And yeah, will we see you at Worlds?
I don't know. I got to ask the boss, my wife, the kids, and see. I mean, this helped. Winning this did help, and the money to travel and stuff did help. But I don't know. Yeah, I'd like to go. I like Spain. I like Amsterdam. Can I say a quick few thank yous to some people now?
Yeah, sure. Let's do the shoutouts.
Let's do the shoutouts. And is there anything else you wanted to say or ask?
No, that is everything. Thank you.
Yeah, so I have a play group up in Alkmaar where I organize armory events. We've got a very small team of 4 to 6 players, and they've all helped me with my Boltyn deck and been supportive and whatever. So I'll just name them off now. We've got Sander, who you've spoken to. We've got Wouter, a very good Icelander player who was the reason why I sideboarded so much stuff for Icelander, because I just play him all the time and lose. We've got Billy, a Bravo player who I got to work Bravo on, came as well here. Niels, Dromais player, who doesn't come too much to the thing, but is just very positive and very encouraging for me these last couple of days. So, and then Vincent, another player who comes by sometimes. And if I miss someone out, I'm really sorry. It's hot, it's been a long time. Those are the guys I've been playing with, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who have helped me throughout. And guys who I've met here today and the last couple of days have been very encouraging, very just happy for Boltyn doing well, and yeah, that's all. Right. Thank you to everybody.
And thank you so much for giving us these insights on your deck and showing us how the Dutch Nationals went.
Yeah.
See you the next time.
Cheers, thanks Alex, see you.